I have the 29th of September, year 2023, and it is 33 minutes after 11. This video now has 23 seconds. Still, I am looking for the way how to communicate constructive, a really difficult issue, and connected with all my life, and connecting us all worldwide. This issue has not one simple name, not one simple word to encore everything together. But what is most important from my point of view on this is the true sense, meaning of the truth. And to know and to find out what it really is, we have to be able to recognize the conceptual border in between the opinion and the truth. Our medial world has changed, and it has changed much sooner than it is presented. Each of scientific fields needs to be much more open than it is now. What is connecting this issue is influence of biotechnologies, which are allowing us to work with consciousness and cognition in a different way than we are still presenting, mostly we are able to. For me, this knowledge was so difficult to cope with that it took me most of my life. Here in this year 2023, I am now 34 years old. It is not even a year when I am sure with the knowledge I am living in the simulation. And I don't mean it as metaphor or philosophical topic. I mean it in an exact technological sense, biotechnological sense. And these are informations connected with this issue which are not revealed. Much more difficult than for me than to cope with such a possibility I am living in simulation was to cope with the situation. I am the only one around me here in this dimension or layer of this simulation I am living in. That I am the only one who is communicating these informations in the loud speech. I am mostly quiet last month. I am talking loud only while I am recording the video. And this is just not even the whole month I am doing so. I am talking, speaking and thinking and writing mostly in English language now, to not to give the argument, to manipulate with my speech. We know it, even under this huge censorship, we know it good. Somewhere till the 70s, that audiovisual material is not the fact, is not the evidence, that possibilities how it could be post-produced are too wide and too strong. Still, and more, we are coping with the society, with manipulation, not only through the media and these biotechnologies, which are creating these simulations, these dimensions of it, these layers. Because even this year 2023 I am living in is layered. There are more 2023s. It is then allowing us to manipulate with communication, not only through known and publicated media, through these technologies we know here, but the medium then, in the technological sense, exact sense, is each of us, and the simulations are created directly through stimulation of our brain centers, through manipulation with our brains. Our environment looks absolutely the same as it is real non-simulated reality. And this pressure on us to pretend that there's no difference if we are holding in simulation without information accessible, or if we are in non-simulated reality with freedom of the speech and thinking, with right to decide about our own body, with protection of our relationships, with freedom of spirituality and religious thinking, with all the rights and freedoms, to pretend that there's no difference if each of them is corrupted, with abusing these biotechnologies as an argument for this, hiding the true nature of its usage behind our lack of ability to prove something if we are alone in the situation without access to true scientific informations. Disquieting of humanistic science, and humanistic I mean protective to rights and freedoms. This is then something what is enabling the law to react, to be strengthened, and this is then something what is enabling all the executive power in education, official communication, to react, to protect the law properly, and back to be protected by this, for protection of all the society. Everyone then who is trying to share and reveal the truth, not the opinions, but the truth about this, because the truth is protected by its sharing, and secrets hold it, then are exactly what is holding us imprisoned and trapped. Those who are trying to do so, to share the truth, to communicate it, are then those who are endangered the most. And these biotechnologies, in which not only bodiness, visuality, but also consciousness could be multiplied and layered, so-called layered, they are then endangered not only by trapping them in non-human conditions, somewhere imprisoned, but also by stealing their identity, abusing it, doing from their visuality empty bottles, which are then fulfilled by those who are continuing and disquieting, supporting this totalitarian influence we are living in. And it would be a huge mistake to think that this totalitarian influence is created by some specific country or government. We are in this together, and much more we have to be focused on mechanisms, how it is created and held it and continuing. Each of official organization, institutions, each of them is divided. And still we are the most who are trying to protect the truth, rights and freedoms, also for animals. There are many informations to reveal still. And in non-simulated reality this is happening. Not only last months, but still here I am living in this dimension of 2023. The change is not coming in the media world and the public communication. And our relationships, my relationships, are still corrupted more and more all my life. I am trying to do what I am able to imagine to support these tribes. We have unimaginable, shocking possibilities with usage of these biotechnologies. And they are not only bad, but it's on our intentions, how we are using them. And sadly, decades, it is working against us. And situation we are really long time in. A situation of crimes against humanity. And this is then for me a reason why I'm trying hard to support the investigation of it and all that tries to stop it. I have written many by the hand. I have spoken many on the topic. I have many written not only through email, everything corrupted, multiplied, my emails for me still missing, most of them. And my authorship still abused. And I am still pretended in many layers. My source original personality trapped here. And I have not layered consciousness. I am the only one here. Pretended to be someone else, somewhere else. And my work, my thinking, stolen by many, mostly women, who are still pretending its source to steal my identity, authorship, and continuing corruption of my relationships. I am not the only one in this situation, and sadly, those who are trying to communicate clear, diplomacy politicians, are in similar situation, and their speech, through this neuro stimulation, through this influence of biotechnology is abused, could be manipulated in real time even in personal communication without usage of other external media. And this is something what we have to be focused on. And these possibilities of abuse of these biotechnologies in the sense of creating multi-layered consciousness beings which are then easy ruled by distant approaches, changing brain frequencies of others through these biotechnologies. And in sexual thinking experiments, this everything has to be stopped. And luckily, we are working hard on these changes in the law and then on simulated reality, and not only in context of right to rule own mind, which is there then now stable. But sadly, the praxis is still not strong enough. Also, the theory still needs strengthening, and sharing the informations through all the layers of simulations, through all the dimensions, is not quick enough. Decades ago it was too late, but it was never too late. So this is my try to support this. I will probably continue in sharing these kind of videos, and I have many of them, but too provocative and too detailed to share everything in public. My story is complicated, but it is not about me personally, but my life is some kind of case example which could be used for protection of the core of the law, also for animals. Because this is really surprising and unimaginable how we are close to each other. Humans are animals, and animals are humans. Not only proved by usage of these biotechnologies, still we need to be focused on the protection of the free will, which is not causing harms, because this is only true base, true core of the law, some humanistic law which has sense, and this is then the core of the love, the true wish of such a protection. And without this, for me, no love is existing. And this I mean, if I'm repeating that I love everyone all around the world, because I wish everyone the strong protection of the free will, which is not causing harms. But nothing else, free decision, could exist without access to all the informations relevant to what is decided about, official, true, trustable, free shareable by the speech, written, spoken, with another beings, and so on. Nothing as the free decision of or the free will is not existing without freedom of the speech and freedom of the thinking. I will continue, but now I need really strongly I need to share even these few informations, and I'm trying to make my message short, but I have many to share. My name is Michaela Petrovova. This is the birth name. Here I have different, but about its officiality, as the border in between my official professional life, if such something as officiality or professionality is even existing in simulation. These are questions I have, and I am questioning and working on, but I'm still somehow alone on this here in dimension I'm trapped in. So I'm waiting for change, and I'm waiting in the good sense for the time And not only my work will reach me back, and I will watch ads, influence, some good influence. And still I am trying to support all of those who should speak now instead of me. And I am ashamed that I am speaking instead of them, because we have still too many wonderful professionals, politicians and scientists exchanged. Not only, but many of them exchanged, even not recognizable, who should speak now instead of me, working hard all their lives on this information. And I am with them, still trusting in the truth, working for it. This video now has almost 21 minutes. It's 6 minutes till the noon. And I have the 29th September 2023. And still I am here, my original source consciousness, trapped, trusting it.